Okay, this is gonna be my video log of my first, well, I'm gonna try my first attempt of installing a lightsaber. It's ironic that I've done this sort of thing a couple of times now with the blaster installs, electronic blaster installs with DL44 and raised blaster. I've never done one with the lightsaber. So, having said that, I opted for the Eco chassis for this build here for the Sabine Wren. I didn't want the crystal chassis. I saw no point to it. That most of the time this is going to be in here anyway, so you won't be able to see the crystal. And I feel also more comfortable swinging this thing around without the crystal in there. In any case, yeah. So most of the work is going to be done on this thing, and also putting these things together, PCB and so forth, wiring stuff up. And once those things are wired up, it'll be fitted onto this. I noticed also that all these other stuff here, these grips have already been installed. Because I was just watching a video in which these parts here, this part here as well, excuse me, all required to be glued in or stuck on. But they've already done that. Came as delivered, so even the clamp card as well. So I don't have to do that. Pretty much okay, so that's gonna be the bulk of the work. Hopefully I don't screw it up. So yeah, let's go. But here's the manual that they provided, which I'm going to be following. Excuse me. So yeah, okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay, just a quick update. Soldered the wires to the PCB. On the advice of Obashane, he recommended using 2 negatives and 2 positives just to share the load. And just flip this thing around. Just earlier I soldered the pins in, spring pins. So anyway, yeah, doing this slowly but surely. So the next part would be to solder these wires onto this. And insert these parts into this one here. Sorry. Okay, so, yep. All right, that's it. Thanks. Okay, just another update. I soldered these together. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Okay, I will admit I had problems with this. Only because the wires, I guess I had cold solder joints, so the wires kept coming off when I was soldering one wire to the other, to one end. So, and hopefully, well, I reinserted it in here, so I'm hoping that nothing is no wires are. I don't think anything has been disconnected in there. So, and I also did not. It says there to glue this, but I didn't want to do that only because if there was a problem in terms of connections, I don't know if I'm going to have difficulty removing it in order to troubleshoot the wiring, but that was just my concern. So I did not glue as here. So hopefully it'll, in terms of, it'll be like pressure fit in the sense that I wouldn't have to glue anything. I'm counting on that. It's a gamble, I know, but we'll see. Okay, so this is a NeoPixel, and hopefully it'll turn out well. All right, moving on to the next one. All right, thanks for watching. Here's another update. Here are the switches, aux switch and the on-off switch. Okay. So, yeah. Alright, move on to the next one. Okay, another update. Everything's pretty much wired up. All that's left is to solder these wires to the soundboard. Hopefully everything's well. And I just have to glue also the speaker into place. But yeah. And the soundboard in question is the CFX, as mentioned before. Okay. So hopefully that goes well. God willing. So yeah, that's it in terms of prepping, in terms of wiring for the board. Alright, thanks for watching. Okay, I've just finished wiring this thing up. Hopefully it goes well when I test it out. Well, the connections are fine. If not, I'll be honest, I'll be very disappointed. This was a lot of work. Seeing that as I don't solder much or put together Sabers, so I hope all the connections are fine and it'll power up. Yeah, we'll see. Just want to know what this means. The red light blimps. I want to turn this kill switch. Anyone know what that means? I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Do it again. Sorry, just do it again. Okay, so what I thought was a problem was essentially boiled down to the SD card not having the LED file in the font config file in the sound card. So to test that out, actually I proposed this problem to the CFX groups on Facebook and to those guys I know who do installs. And one of the guys in the FX group, CFX group, and also one of my guys that one of the groups are mentioned they could be missing data file or something. So what I did was I swapped one, the SD card that came with this, the default, and put in one of the SD cards from one of my working Sabers, this Promethean here, and it did fire up. So it's just the SD card. Everything is fine. Wires are great. So I'm happy about that. I don't have to take this thing apart. I would have dreaded that, honestly. So just to do a quick one here. This is really loud. Oops, sorry. All right, here we go. I don't want to. Yeah, it's very sensitive. I'm just happy that it works right now. I can feel vibration from the speaker. It works. I'm happy. So, yeah. Next is. The next thing to do is just to lock this thing in, get that SD card that came with this, and build it out. And yeah, so this is this is great. Again, probably do another video with this thing properly configured. And my final thoughts on this build and the Saber itself. Whoa. Okay, thanks for watching. That's awesome. Alright, it's just a follow-up on this Saber. I'd shot actually a video way back in March where I'd acquired this and did my own install, finally my own Saber install. I ran into some problems which I was able to solve with the help of others on the but shortly thereafter I was for some reason or other I blew the MOSFET and shorted something. It worked for a bit or for at least a day. So when I tried it the next day, it didn't work, so I had to send the Saber back to Cal. So I knew right away as soon as that MOSFET blew, I knew it's like I had to get that thing fixed, and I couldn't do that. So I sent it back, and it took about at least 2 months. So I finally got it, and yeah. So here it is. It's a CFX. I opted for CFX because it's just so much simpler to put in fonts as opposed to the Profi. Faster too. So and so essentially what happened was he had to replace obviously the board because the MOSFET had blown. So stuff had to be rewired. Just let me turn this off for a sec. What else had to be? Oh, the had blown the pixel. The LEDs blew as well, and so that had to be replaced. And and I think one of these two switches had to be, but otherwise everything else was fine. So this was fine. So the work I did there was okay. Speakers were fine as well. So yeah, anyway, there it is, and all good and new. So
I see you still have your lightsaber.
hehe, that's Huyang. Alright, so I mean, it would have been nice to have this thing working, but anyway, it is what it is. Again, it's my first time wiring this thing, so it's funny because I was able to at least install two blasters with blaster core, and there were hardly any hitches, but this one here was different for some reason or other. Yeah, so go figure.
Sound bank selection.
Should be Commander.
System menu. SD card audio player. Balance score. Shinhachi.
Commander Ezra Bridger. Sabine Wren. I see you still have your lightsaber.
This is one sis, Sabine Wren. It's just a quick update on this, so there may be some follow-up videos on this, but we'll see. It's a beautiful hilt, by the way, so as far as I know, it's the most accurate compared to the others that had come out. That's just why I went with with KR, because it was pretty bang on in terms of the accuracy. And one thing I really liked about that was the clocking of this was very easy to do as well. For accuracy's sake. That was there was a tutorial on how to do that, and it was easy enough to follow, so that was nice. I forgot his name. Sorry if I forgot your name. I watched this video over just to be instructed on how to clock this thing properly. But yeah, I had initially went with the unweathered version, but after I saw the weathered version of this, it's like, oh heck, okay. I almost immediately contacted Kyle to inform him that I want this thing weathered, and looks good. Because I would have regretted not getting it weathered, especially after seeing how it looked in the TV series. So I think I chose the right one to have this thing weathered, or sorry, the right decision to have this thing weathered. So yeah, it's a beautiful hilt. I like it better actually with the with this on rather than without it. So all right, that is the KR Sabers Sabine Wren lightsaber. Thanks for watching.